Greetings, YouTube. Happy kickoff to new content day. You know, every once in a while I receive complaints that I don't put enough gameplay videos of me up. Normally it's from the haters who really just want to see me get wrecked, right? They want to see my skills or what they perceive to be lack thereof. Because fighting in the arena, which I do on live streams because I arena grind, because I have no soul, because I've grinded my soul in the arena away the past few years, I don't do it for a number of reasons. One of which is I'm very self-conscious about hearing the tapping noise that my huge hands, I'm 6'3". People don't realize that until they met me at New York City Comic Con last year. It was kind of awkward. But I have really big hands, huge screen protector. You're going to hear tapping. But this is the first time I have been able to jump into this Sinister Labs. And I've got a break in between syllabi prep for my week of teaching prep. And I just thought, why not? Why not jump into this? And you can see my questing team, and with that amazing PI, you do not see a green bar around my name. I am not boosted. This is what the standard PI is for my setup in my mastery. If you're like, how the heck is that possible? Check out the video I put yesterday. A lot of people have switched up their suicide masteries and messaged me, and it's really cool to help people out. But needless to say, I could get wrecked. I could do well. The randomizers will certainly help. We are looking at different paths, and let's be real. I got pretty lucky to start out. Now, I will say this. I would rather go right than left to start out because I think that Hulk, Kang, Elektra, Carnage, Hawkeye, Yellow Jacket is a pretty dang easy path. Of course, randomized nodes can make it not so easy, but you also need to have a mutant champion on your team because it's all about the mutants this month. Even though I didn't think it was worth a video, you get certain special bonus items, including randomizers, this month for completing really basic things in the game, from landing parries and heavy attacks, dexterity, etc., with your mutant champions. So that also tells me, yeah, you should use Domino as much as humanly possible in this. So here's the deal. We are just going to jump in. And it says, random buffs detected. Enemies on this map have randomly generated buffs. Notice it did not take any energy from me on this tile. So that's exciting. All right, Aspect of Chaos. I hate that one. Plagued Mind. While close to the defender, the attack regenerates 1% of their max health. Okay. I am not a fan of Aspect of Chaos because it just forces me to stall because I'm not going to get this guy down in 10 seconds. And if I'm using Blade or Domino, I can't land Bleeds or Incinerates because then I'm hurting my own health when the damage is switched. So I'm going to use one of my randomizers, maybe to my detriment. All or Nothing, no big deal. Encroaching Stun and Special Attack. Okay, I'm not worried about that at all, especially with Blade, because even though Encroaching Stun is not fun, I can get off a special in no time. So reminder of the terrible tapping you are going to hear. Hopefully I am away from the microphone enough to actually not have you worry about it too much. The only thing I care about right now is the encroaching stun. And I've got to fire it. The All or Nothing is going to take me. And that is... that is a first wreck. And I had a feeling I'd lose Blade in this, but was hoping to do some more damage. Should I have just used Domino? Yeah, I should just use Domino. All right, let's just compare getting wrecked with Blade and making huge mistakes with the All or Nothing versus a simple goal of parry heavy. Okay, 1,800 damage tick down. Now we've got 915, not great. And 2,100, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, and now we're in assassin territory. Fire off the special one. As the great Seaton would say, easy game, easy life. In that particular case, it took me a Blade to remember. Yeah, it was pretty dumb. Okay, let's go to Kang now. We at least downed that opponent. All right, Kang. Our first of two Kangs. Heal reversal, not great with suicides on. Slash tires. Oh, this could be good against Domino too. Whenever this defender feels a bar of power, they raise their attack. So slash tires is going to be tough for Dex, obviously. Everything else I don't care that much about, but let's use a randomizer and see what happens. Limber, don't care. Oh, no, Rage. I just hate Rage, YouTube. I hate it so much. Now, Ghost Rider is pretty dang good against Rage, but we're going to use another randomizer for this. Power gain, cool. Long distance when close to defender attacker gains weight. Okay, so defender is immune to. I am going to use this combination for Starkey because I want to get poise, charges, and back away from the enemy. So that's going to be my goal. Just build to 10 poise charges and let the rest do damage. So we're already at 9. I guess I've shown more poise than usual. Look at those crits with the Suicide Masteries on. Now keep in mind the power gain is pretty bad, so we want to actually use this to our advantage by dexing. And we are doing just that. Easy bait of the special one. We're just going to let him fire those off and just hang out back here far from home. You get that reference, huh? I'm so funny. Not really. Okay, here we go. Well, that was easy, right? Compare that to when Hulk wrecked my blade. LOL. It's always fun to start off and be like, he's a YouTuber and he makes those mistakes? Well, that's pathetic. Rawr. Okay. Buff duration, limber, sadist. Cool. Not worried about that either. And let's go back to our class advantage domino. And the parry didn't work, and that allowed me to have to bait a heavy and lose some health. Not great. Parry worked there, though, and the incinerate ticked for 2,400. I love just holding block in this game. The best strategy I have used recently, as you can see, I'm just holding block. The best strategy I've used in this game, really, in a very long time. Please kill her. Oh, no, 3%. Hold block, and she's gone. Thank God. All right, the best strategy I've used, and this is Iron Man Infinity War really approved, is just holding block and baiting a heavy. On stun immune nodes, that is my strategy every time, and it has made the game a lot less stressful. All right, Stupefy, Plagued Mind, Critical Resistance. The critical resistance might be a problem with Domino, but we're going to see. I will say I would probably be using Blade on most of these fights, so the fact that I get to use other people is kind of, I don't know, kind of cool. The only thing I don't like about Domino is that random evade that she sometimes has because it messes up my parry. Now you gotta watch, this attack could be unblockable, and so we will see if it is, and that's also, oh, I'm getting wrecked. This is fun. All right, so now I'm kind of screwed, because my health is down enough to where with that recoil damage, I'm just going to instantly die if I do basically an attack. So I'm just going to hang out in the back. Notice that with my mastery setup, though, I am gaining 2 health back per tick with the full suicides instead of losing health, and that is certainly appreciated. Okay, now that critical resistance does mean that I'm getting far less damage on the incinerate, which is not ideal. And we are just going to hopefully bait a special 2. And we do. Okay. Still alive. Staying alive. This video is sponsored by the Bee Gees. Alright. Just not good incinerate damage. That Plague Mind is being frustrating because I'm going to lose that power every 20 seconds. And so I won't really have enough of a chance with this current playing style, at least, to build up to a special 2 before I lose it, as you can just see from there. But, you know, even if I lose my Domino, 2/3 of the health down is not bad. Really, I'm just trying to bait a special. Thank you. Still just staying alive. And I do miss the ability to land crits. Thankfully, Carnage is pretty dang easy to dodge specials on. So, at least I can stay alive. But I miss seeing the yellow bar. It's pretty amazing, actually. I've done as much damage as I've done, given that I can't land critical hits. So, oh, there we go. Now he's unlucky. Took a while. We're just rinsing and repeating. And now we are going to land that heavy, and that is better than nothing. Parry again. So many parries in this fight. Remember, I am not an intercept god. I am a defensive parry machine. And so that is what I care about most when I do fights. I always start the matchup with parry and then just rinse and repeat. When you time those perfect blocks, it just makes it better on you. And let's see if we can get the 1% down. Couldn't. 1%, parry, and heavy. Okay. Stayed alive, around 5% damage for a long time. And I had to land 100 hits on that, which is, far from ideal. Again, a great matchup for Blade. And check out all of those awesome milestones. I think I got that entire milestone just in that fight for parry. So that's kind of funny. But pretty cool. Same time. I'm feeling okay about this. I'm showing that I can do some basic skills in this game, which is the goal after playing something for 4 years. And I'm getting wrecked enough to also not make you think I'm too good at this game, right? All right, dash vulnerability, cool. Masochism, ooh, and limber. I'm going to keep those and just say screw it and use Stark Spidey and hope that the damage output will actually just bypass the 5% of masochism, because it's not as bad as it could be. It's not like a 15% buffet, but I should remember that parrying does trigger that. Yeah, so look at that. That's a crazy amount of damage. God, I love Starky, especially with max suicides. And he's gone. LOL. Well, Stark Spidey, everybody. For the idiots out there who said Stark Spidey is yesterday's news, he sucks, he's overrated. Yeah, suck on that. All right. Yellow Jacket, Plagued Mind, Long Distance Relationship. Okay, so, again, you got Stark Spidey, Long Distance Relationship. You're just going to have some fun. Not that long distance relationships are actually fun, because I've been in quite a few of them, and they definitely have their downsides. But who knows? Maybe if you're like Peter Parker and you major in web design, you can enjoy yours more. So we're going to build up those poise charges. I've also done a good job using him to stay above that 50% threshold. So I am receiving a nice Sig 200 boost of my attack for that awakened ability. But I want to get away from him as much as possible. And thankfully, this is a good champion because I don't need power to do lots of damage, because Plagued Mind isn't really affecting my ability to hit hard. But, of course, that is because Stark Spidey is a uniquely awesome champion, whereas quite a few champions would have a hard time not firing off some specials. But I also don't have to worry about taking recoil damage, because can't take recoil if I don't fire off specials. So there you have it. I think the loading means I cleared my initial path. And because I like to keep videos under 15 minutes on my channel, I could do the next path, but it would put me at over 20 minutes, and I just don't think that's worth your time. So there is a little bit of an idea of how my first epic Sinister Labs path went. Hopefully I showed you that I've got some skills, but also can get wrecked just like anybody else. That's kind of my goal on YouTube. It's to show you that I'm no different than you. I just happen to have played the game a long time and have a YouTube channel. So no better than you, no different than you, just another average Joe trying to not lose his mind playing this game. Not trying to lose his plagued mind, I should say. Have a good day, YouTube. Thanks for watching.